What's up, guys? This is Bolvar the Fell-Handed, and before you lies the Soviet Tier 8 Heavy, the 252U Defender. Tier 8 Soviet Heavy Tank. Amazing, amazing machine. Very, very tough. Alpha is outstanding. Armor is excellent. Mobility is okay. Gun handling is typical of a Soviet heavy tank. We are on Pilsen Standard Battle. The Greens have taken the southeastern spawn and the Reds the northwestern. I have a few compadres here with me, and we are going to get into the city here, get into the middle. I guess it's more of an industrial complex is what you would call it, and we are going to try to make some things happen. Now, as you can see here, I have a standard loadout of 50% standard rounds, 50% premium, which is more or less what I recommend. Although, you know, realistically, you could spare a couple for a high X loadout to reset caps. Perhaps if you're in a tier 10 lobby, you can't penetrate anything. You could continuously permatrack a tank, what have you. Anyway, moving on from the uses of high X, let's get right into the game. So see right here, right away, we have a few gentlemen here to our 12 o'clock. Reevy to my right is putting some rounds down range. We have a Verzilla down there. We just happened to put a shot into the side of that little fella backing out. I feel really bad for him. Now, guys, right here, aside from the excellent tank action we have going on here, bounce that bad boy, you can see we're doing excellent at staying in one's lane. That's something you really have to be careful when working a corner with multiple tanks, you know, because a lot of times you get that whole angle wrong and you end up bumping into your friend or your green beside you, and then, you know, you can't back up or he can't back up or vice versa. Somebody gets shot. So anyway, long story short, guys, stay in your lane. Okay, so moving on to this amazing beast of a tank. As you can see here, we don't have a lot going on. I've loaded an APCR to go through the Verzilla's turret. So, you know, if nothing's going on, guys, after you sit there for a moment, you know, no more than 30 seconds, you need to get going. Here he is right here. We tried to put another one in his lower plate. Just did not happen for us. And, you know, I'm sure you've seen my Verzilla video. That is a monstrous beast of a tank. I mean, very, very tough tank. And massive as well. Does not have your traditional IS look to it, kind of like the Object 252U does here. Because, you know, traditionally your objects are very squat. You know, even your IS series, this kind of has the KV look to it because it's kind of big and derpy. Anyway, enough about the Verzilla. Let's get back to the Defender. So right now, you know, we're still trying to get through that bad boy's turret. It's just not happening for us. And, you know, the downside is I'm debating on whether I should move out, because if I move out and he pulls up, he will get shots on us. So we decide to move out, and here we go. We're, you know, kind of using my ally for cover there for a moment, and that's perfectly fine. If somebody's in the front, you know, use them from cover, even if they're a friend of yours, because there's no sense in both of you guys getting shot. It just makes good sense, tactically speaking. So moving on, we are pushing the initiative here, guys. We are going in. There's nothing stopping us. We are coming around the corner here with a force of 1,000 suns, and we're going to make some things happen. Now, as far as clutch shots go, I wouldn't recommend it in this particular tank, but I make a few shots in this game where the reticle is nowhere near close to being zoomed in, and the issue is my target was going to disappear. Now, granted, I probably could have let that one scope in a little bit further, but you know what? It's fine. We're going to go in here into this looks like an old warehouse with the roof blown off. We're going to go in here, kind of peek through the corner, and see what we can get going on. We've got a gentleman pulling out right here. We rushed the shot, as you can see there. We didn't let it scope in all the way, and I immediately pull into a side scrape position. Now, the downside is I can't really back out far enough to get a good angle on things. I see this Japanese heavy here giving me his side. I let it scope for a moment, and then I said, you know what? The reticle's about the size of the tank. Let's pull the trigger, see what happens. And guys, remember, we're still running your standard armor-piercing round right now. We're not running APCR. We're not running anything like that. But we stick one into that gentleman right there. He takes it on the chin, backs away as he should, and now we are on the move once again. Kind of have to stay in a little column here in order to protect each other's back, and that's exactly what we're doing, making sure we don't get overran one another, you know. So we have this gen over here. I fire, and it manages to connect, which is something obviously that should have missed, considering the dispersion on that round at the given time. Didn't let the thing zoom in anywhere near. Same thing here. RNG is with me. It wasn't with me earlier. It is with me now. We are riding together hand in hand. So now we're going to go up here, see if we can't farm any more damage before the game's over. I'm kind of looking to the gentleman to my right and to the left, deciding who has more health. You know, what's the better chance I have of getting in position to hurt somebody, and I decide, you know what, this guy's closer. Pull up, no shot, should have taken a clutch shot there, but in the end we managed to get him anyway. So good shot right there, considering the angle he was at and everything. We managed to make sure we penetrated that gentleman right there. We had a good game, 28-88, little bit of assists, little bit of blocked, a little bit of everything. So, we ended up on top of the leaderboard. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you guys next time. Hey guys, don't forget, we have Interview with a Tanker. Deadline for that is February 1st. Just comment your gamer tag. We've already got about 35 or so names for that, but I would like more. Q&A. I'm going to set the deadline for that for February 1st as well, so just put Q&A in front of your comment, or excuse me, your question in the comment section. We'll get you taken care of there. The 1000th sub video is going to have 5 giveaways of premium time. More details when it happens. It should be soon. I mean, you know, hopefully. Weak spot guides are coming, I promise. Up next is going to be the KV5, followed by the VK100, and then finally the Panzer 7. Hopefully I can get on top of my weak spot guide game.